I want to share with you about what I learned on day one of the Dr. Joe Dispenza 7-day intensive retreat that I took in Dallas in August. We lose our free will to a set of programs that are laid out in our minds, in our brains. They've been laid out since we were little. They run unconsciously, much like the unconscious patterns that we have, say like driving somewhere in your car. You get in there, you drive, you don't think about shifting, turning, applying brake, applying, the gas. It just comes automatically. We drive, if it's a place that we go to over and over, we can drive there almost unconsciously and not even realize, oh, how did we get here? So that's a small example of an unconscious program, but we have many, many, many of those relating to how we react in the world, how we relate to our partners, how we eat, everything is run unconsciously. The trick is to pull out of the unconsciousness and be intentional on what we're doing and not let those programs run our lives. We need to make new programs, really. With meditation, they set this in the 7-day retreat. We meditated so much. It was like mind-blowing how much we meditated. I never thought I could meditate that long. 6 hours, 8 hours a day, broken up into segments. One day we had a 5-hour meditation, and Dr. Joe was on stage guiding us through it the whole time. I don't know how he does that. We're sitting there with our eyes closed or lying on the ground with our eyes closed, listening to him, and he is actively guiding us through these meditations. But to have my sensories, I was wearing a mask, and most of us wear masks where you close your eyes, and just to have the outside world shut off, and all we're listening to is Dr. Joe helping us raise our energy to a higher consciousness, helps us pull out and become the observer of the thoughts. It's like we are not our thoughts and our emotions. We're the ones that are like, oh, that's a weird thought, or why did I think that? Who's saying that, really? It's our greater selves. It's the higher consciousness of ourselves as connected to the universal consciousness that is noticing these thoughts and emotions. We are not our thoughts and emotions. I cannot say that enough, because we can get so caught up into thinking that this is it. Like, we can be in such a deep, dark, depressed place, right? And have all these thoughts going on and on and on. And we think that's reality. It's our mindset at the moment. And that can change at any time. You can wake up the next day and everything be fine. Catch yourself going unconscious. Catch yourself going, oh, wow, I'm just automatically doing this, or I'm automatically reacting. Catch yourself in these programs. And when you're meditating and learning to become the observer of the thoughts, there is no bad meditation, because we can sit there, say like you're doing a 5-minute meditation, and you never were able to get out of your thoughts. That's okay. Keep doing it, because there's no bad meditation, because during a meditation, it's you overcoming you. So when I meditate, it's me learning to overcome my preset programs and learning to pull out of those thoughts so I can change them. So settling the body back into the present moment over and over, because you're going to have to do it over and over and over. Pull back to the present moment, what's happening right now, and all these thoughts going on in your head about what happened before, what's going to happen later, blah, 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 blah. Settling the body and the mind back into the present moment over and over and over, that is your victory. If you have to do it 100 times during a meditation, that is your victory. It gets easier and easier and easier the more that you meditate. And it's training our brains to not be the thoughts, to realize we're not the thoughts, we're not the emotions to pull out. I know I say it over and over, but we need to know this, because that's what causes depression, is when we're in these sad thoughts and we think that's what it is. That's it. That's who we are. That's how it is. But reality can change like that. It just depends on how quick you can pull yourself out and learn to look at it and say, oh, wow, and then change it. So how you think and how you feel create your life. How you think and how you feel creates your life. So don't you think it'd be a great idea to learn how to change how you think and how you feel if you want to change your life and you want to create your life the way you want? Do you want to sit there and dwell on things? Most things we have no control over either, that we're like mad about or depressed about or dwelling over about or worried about. We're worried about future, or we're thinking about past. Think about right now, what's happening right now. Right now, it's a beautiful day. Right now, I'm breathing. Right now, I have shelter. Right now, I feel warmth from my home. I have everything I need right now. If we live each moment like that, life gets so much easier and better. So changing where your attention goes. Bring it back to the here and now. Catch yourself running off in all directions in your mind. Bring it back. And meditation helps with that. That is the number one way to do that. We have to, it's like a muscle. Our brain is like a muscle. We have to train it. We can think and act and feel differently in the same environment. Okay, so here's a small example. Say I'm driving down I-5, going to work, and someone like cuts me off and gets in front of me, and they're going really slow. I mean, there's lots of ways I can act. So my pre-programmed thoughts might be, what a effing asshole. And then my anxiety goes up. And then maybe I want to like go past him and flip him off or something, Or I can just think, man, he must be in a hurry. I don't even have to think about why, but there's lots of more reasons why than him just trying to make me mad. And I can just like, okay, let him be there and just move over and do whatever I want. There's so many different ways that we can react. And usually when we have these negative reactions, it's because we are in those preset programs. So how do you want to feel? How do you want to think? Do you want to have joy in your life, or do you want to have anxiety and sadness and depression? How do you want to feel? What fires together, wires together with our thoughts. So what we're thinking all these bad thoughts, they're going to wire together and make these pathways. If we learn to stop those thoughts in the pathway process, to stop and think a different way, they'll start to wire a different way, and we'll start to have a healthy brain that becomes used to having positive thoughts, not negative. So we want to make those new pathways. Meditation actually means know thyself and become familiar with. So in meditation, you begin to really know the essence of who you really are. We are not our thoughts. We are not our emotions. So I urge you guys, we are in times where I see so many people that are sad, worried, anxious. What if you could be joyful, peaceful, content with whatever's going on? And even content if you want to change something, even content in the fact of how it is, and content and joyful in the fact that you're trying to make a difference. So it's not like we have to just accept everything that's going on bad in our lives, but we can have joy in the process of changing our thoughts, our behaviors, of working towards a better future for ourselves, for our families, for our communities. So why not? Why not try meditation? Even stopping for a moment and taking 3 deep, slow breaths. Will pull you right back into the present moment. So you can do little things like that too. So have a regular meditation practice, use your breath work throughout the day, and realize that you are not your thoughts and you are not your emotions. They change all the time, up and down. It's not our reality. Our reality is a reality of peace. We have everything we need. We are connected to our God, our universal consciousness. Everything we have right now in this present moment. I hope that encouraged you to sit down and meditate.